to them. The all-seeing guys. The all-seeing guys. With Greg and Joe. The all-seeing guys. The all-seeing guys. Greg and Joe.
Hello, welcome to episode 204 of the All Seeing Guys podcast with Greg and Joe. Of course, I'm Greg and Joe, always over the Skype ways by
Obviously, Joe Jackson.
obviously Joe Jackson. It's obviously Joe Jackson.
It
Who
couldn't
else
be
would
more
it be?
obvious.
You expected somebody else, perhaps?
Mr. Bond.
Mr. Bond.
What's going
How
on?
are you? How are you? I'm obviously. How are you?
Obviously, I'm good. I'm very
Obviously, I'm okay.
good. I'm alive, breathing.
Breathing's always a good start.
That's it. Yeah. God, that was a really awkward, weird pause in there. But it was just
There
me
wa-
thinking of another positive thing to say. I'm chipper. There you go.
Chipper.
I'm chipper.
I'm not used to it being like,
Light.
yeah, like blue skies outside.
Yeah, it's
still.
awful. It's fucking horrible. No, it's
Like-
not. It's lovely. It's glorious.
It's really, I mean, it's like someone just suddenly switched. It's like when I would leave work for an early shift, it would just be dark literally until I went into the shop. But now when I leave, it's light. Like, I know that's how it works. I know that's what happens. I know this isn't
like those-
I know this isn't a new thing, but it literally switched really quick.
Have you
Like-
just in regards to obvious obvious observations of science? Did you by any chance see on TikTok the people that were doing the test? They were like grabbing something like any kind of item and like holding a piece of paper in front of it and then putting that against a mirror and then grabbing their phone and like moving their phone to film to the side and then catching the reflection, and they were just like, how like the mirror can't see on the other side, like the mirror can't see what's behind the paper. How is it getting the reflection? It's just like we are this fucking planet's in trouble, man, because these
Right,
people
no, I
don't.
hadn't seen that.
Oh my god, man! Like, it's not that. Trust me, my description of it is not the best, but I feel like you understand what I mean, right? So basically, they
yeah.
think by the paper like being there, it blocks what the
sun.
mirror reflects.
Oh, right.
But obviously, they move their phone to like the side where you can see everything, and also point of view.
Right, yeah, okay. Then
And they're just like, how? But the paper's blocking it. How is this happening? And it's just like, fuck's sake! Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, may God have mercy on us all, man.
God have mercy on us all. Yeah, you're going to find some rather questionable folk on social media. when
Yeah.
they're putting up videos like that. I like the ones when, God, I wish I could remember to quote. I think we talked about it on here once, when there was a girl talking about the planets and like, just like America and the Earth and just everything about it was just wrong and embarrassing, to the point that she just completely was getting everything completely, like she was talking about how you weigh things differently in England, how the metrics are.
Oh, the
But
metric
she,
system.
but she thinks that means weight affected, like gravity, for example, is different in England than it is in America. That's why it's all done differently.
fucking
things like
people,
that.
man.
Just like so far beyond. Unless they're just doing
dear.
it to get comments and responses, but
I need, like, I'm probably just using the wrong phrases here to say it, but I need a stupid person Holocaust is what I need. Like, I just need, like, the evaporation of stupid
like
fucking
a Thanos
idiots.
finger snap. But
But it's just
stupid
only
people, yeah.
only for, like, a certain level of IQ and under.
Idiotic rapture.
Yeah, and trust me, I'll probably be in that snap. Don't worry. Like, I'll be there. But,
Slapped
like,
myself.
and I'll be annoyed by it because I'm just like, oh man, I'm way smarter than these people. Like,
I'm afraid I snapped myself.
I'll be on
Your
the
tattoos are pretty
edge.
Good, Joe.
oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm feeling
Looking
feeling quite good about it myself, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, it's looking
a
good.
little
Yeah,
uneven on one side, but my clippers ran out, so I've just sort of.
Son of a bitch.
I know. Well, it is, and also I'm just sort of like scared to mess with it because then I'll do. I mean, you start.
That's what I
fucking
mean.
around.
It looks long. It looks lengthy.
Yeah, no. When I smile, it looks fantastic.
It's got a bit of length.
It's a good reason to smile.
Yeah, a good bit of length to it.
Thank you,
Jackson's got a good bit of length to it.
Rebecca will like you bringing that up or noticing as well. That would be good. There you go.
How can you not notice it?
It's glorious. Thank you.
You can't not notice it.
I'm joined. Yeah, I'm a hipster cunt.
Yeah, that's all right. Just got a tash. Okay. I want to give a shout out to Anthony Bapti, who commented on my Instagram the last episode, saying, congratulations on 203 episodes.
Oh, I thought it was going to be just like congratulations on embarrassing yourself at the Star Wars convention.
And he looks forward to the podcast. Every time it comes out, he always looks forward to the next episode, which was pretty cool because Bapti, I've literally haven't seen him for years, but I used to hang out with him many years ago. Really? So I was actually quite touched to see you listen to the podcast.
That's I always like it. It's always sometimes surprises me when I get like I'll occasionally get a message and just be like, I had to listen. I'm just like,
Bapti was originally a friend of a friend, and then the friend of the friend kind of went away for a while. Then Bapti was the friend.
Yeah.
Until we started growing up and life gets in the way and what have you. But we did a film. You thought the Evlick was like the first, under par.
Oh, no,
low rate movie I've made.
I'm fully aware of your soiree into low budget filmmaking, Greg.
We made a film. I'm going to keep calling it a film. Obviously, that's overselling it. But
what is a film?
Yeah, it was called Welcome to Townieville.
Already, you don't need to say any more, Greg. I know exactly what direction this is going in.
It was pretty much, the premise was almost Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but instead of vampires, they were townies, and instead of slayers, it was like us, like me,
just goths.
Like me. I remember Rob played. He was like our Rupert Giles, if you will.
Brilliant. I can see Rob in that role as well.
He wasn't. In our version, he was a blind busker called the Blind Busker. That was his name, and he would like give us our missions and stuff. And it's such a stupid moment, but we still bring it up now every time like someone needs to make a phone call. There was a bit where Rob had to make the Blind Busker had to call someone, and he picks up a phone, doesn't even hold it to his ear. He just looks at the camera with the phone and goes, "I'll call them now. 555 555 5." It doesn't dial any numbers, just says it 555 555, and we still do it to this day. Just make a quick phone call. 555.
That's great. That's
so
fantastic.
funny. And it was basically me and Lee were like he would like give me and Lee missions. Oh, there's townies here, go get them.
Yeah.
And we'd go have these stupid fights, and there was get my little brother played the townie god.
What, Gary?
Yeah, he played the townie god. We had our old security guard from Summerfield, Goth Will. He was like with us, and Bapti, if I remember correctly, came with Dave. Dave played the Brixton Slayer, who we called Battenberg. I think I've said this. He didn't like the nickname.
You told me about that.
I've talked about this. Unfortunately, did stick just because, and maybe it wasn't, but in my memory, I remember Dave's skin and hair being the same colour, which was like the colour of a Battenberg cake. Not the inside square, it's the outside. Kind of like Bart Simpson, just like there's no like
his hair and skull, his hair and like it's face and everything is all one. Like
so, he was the Brixton Slayer. Bapti was his mate, who he made. I think at one point he was like a townie, who he was kind of a baddie. Then he joined us. Like so he basically, I guess he was Spike. I guess.
Nice. I see. Yeah. You have completely ripped off the entire timeline of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
But it was just us getting drunk and stoned in the street every night, and just being stupid.
Well, that's what fucking life's about, isn't it? Like,
I wish I could watch it again, but it is literally on a VHS in a bag in the loft.
Oh, mate, that's a relic.
I don't think it would even play now.
That is a relic. It's in your so at your mum and dad's house probably.
I think so. Yeah, I think we tried.
I want your like I really want like there to be a reason that like your parents move out of that house and they forget to clear out the loft, and then whoever buys it finds it and they find that video, and weirdly enough they've got a VHS player and they play that fucking tape.
Yeah, that'd be for an absolute treat, mate.
That'd be fucking great. That'd be on YouTube.
I think we started a sequel and never finished it, but there was a sequel we started. But I remember there would like be me and Lee like in his room. It was filmed over the course, I swear to God, of like a year or so, maybe longer. So at the beginning, me and Lee are like a bit more, Slipknot, Korn
Yeah.
in his room, pretending to snort cocaine that's sugar.
Yeah.
And then later on, we're more into like metal, punk a bit more. I remember there's a whole punk ska bit. We're dancing, we're singing that stupid song. It's the shoes you wear, like outside a fucking phone box. We just go out at night and just film shit.
Yeah.
I'd get a message from Lee going, "What are you doing tonight? Want to film?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, cool." And I'd bring my camcorder out and we'll just go around the streets drinking beer out of our backpacks and just filming stupid shit.
That's fucking fun. That sounds fun to me.
It was fun. It was really fun.
My kind of sort of like adolescence was not as active as that, but my friend who lived down the road called Mike, he would like, bear in mind this is like early 20s as well, so like we didn't have any excuses whatsoever to like be in a pub, but we weren't in a pub. But he would just be like, "Do you want to go?" We would call it evening club. An evening club consisted of me and Mike getting beers or ciders from the off license, going and sitting on the benches by the river and just drinking them and getting high and listening to music.
That sounds awesome.
Which is great, and it was fucking great. It was like we weren't bothering anyone. There was like a little like there's this little like down by the river in Sunbury, Lower Sunbury. There was this little sort of bit that's like a little sort of walk around area, like tiny though, not like a park or anything. It's just this random little bit that's got like 6 benches on it. Ooh. And they're all sort of spread out, and you just sort of sit there and just like, the river's right there and there's people fishing or whatever, and like it was just chill. It was just nice. We weren't spending 40 quid a night. We were spending a fiver on like 4 tins and sitting down there for 3 hours.
And that was evening club.
That was evening club. It was fantastic. Like,
should have done a book club.
Should have done. We should have done. We were down there one night, and it was again like kind of sort of spring summertime, so it was still light out early. And we were down there, and like these two lads looked about similar sort of age. They walked in and sat on a bench further away from us. And Mike was just like, "Oh, they're smoking. I'm guaranteeing." He's like, "No, just leave them alone." He's just like, "No, I'm telling you, mate. They're here they're getting high." And so Mike's like skinning up, and he looks over at them, and he sees the other guy doing the obvious like grinder movement, the international grinder movement. Yeah. And Mike and him, like, and this guy like clock eyes at each other, and Mike just lifts up his grinder doing the same thing, and the guy lifts his up, and it was like smoke. It was like smoke signals, and it was just like. And then they came over. We ended up like meeting them, and just stayed down there and chatted to these two guys who had exactly the same idea as we did. And they were just pretty chill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Evening club got 2 extra members that night.
Evening club, man. We'll do an evening club episode one time.
Yeah, we'll go with the Zoom mic and we'll sit somewhere. And we'll do an evening.
It's exactly what we're doing now and have been doing for the last 8 years.
Yeah, but outside.
On a bench by the river.
By the river. Oh, yeah, good, excellent. So, yeah, shouts out Bapti. Nice to hear you listen. He also said, he didn't go into detail, but he did say in his comment that he has been attacked by a badger.
Has he? So that is, let's face it, that's still a badger interaction.
Yeah, it'll be more so than mine. I would so I'd very much like to know about your badger attack.
Also, Greg, just to say, when you obviously you were explaining about the concept of your small the townie killer.
Oh, welcome to Townieville.
Welcome to Townieville. You've missed a touch there, because the whole sort of townies and goths fucking thing. You should have just done Quadrophenia, like just replace. I know you can't get a bunch of scooters or anything, but you can get a trolley and chuck a goth in it. Like
we. God, I wish I could dig it out and watch it. I wish I'd somehow had a digital copy of it. I mean, I remember saying this to Lee once, and he was like, "I don't ever want that to see the light of day." And I don't blame him. Like, I don't blame him.
We definitely again, just to come back to Evening Club, there was definitely one time where we made a music video as a joke for a friend's birthday, and it was all just, and it was just like to like Trivium or something. It was so like unnecessary, and it was so dark because it was like we were just driving around with a camcorder, and took like we had about 45 minutes of light before we couldn't see shit. And it was really weird. There's a whole scene where like Mike's got a fucking chainsaw in his garden, and he's just like, "Come and film this." And I was like, "Okay," like,
"We'll go."
And then he was just like, "Now you edit it." And I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Good times.
There you go, lovely. You've been alright though. You've all been good.
I have, yeah. It's been a good old time. It's my birthday this week.
It is your birthday.
At the time of the recording, it would have been and gone, and I would be 39 years of age. But it's been all right. It feels. I sound like I'm having a breakdown, don't I? That high pitch.
It's fine.
That high pitch.
B49 is fine. It's
I'm
fine.
Ross in that.
B49 is fine.
I'm Ross in that one episode of Friends.
Why am I dripping with goose?
Oh, but I woo. But yeah, man.
would.
I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing,
Excellent. So last week, I obviously went up to London and did the mini marathon with Indiana.
Greg. Yeah.
Mini marathon's a massive oversell. It's just a mile you run.
I was going to say, it would. Like, I was going to say, man, making Indiana run 6 miles is a bit fucking harsh, isn't it?
Yeah. It was just a mile. But it was in London. It's in the actual like tracker stuff. It was really cool. It was done, set up and done like an actual marathon.
Did you see any like competitive dads who were like really pushing their kids or anything?
A couple of them, yeah. There were a couple of them who were like really into it and like, come on. But
yeah, the mum's on the
Indiana's-
side with like a load of fucking like
I know, I was
present.
thinking, it's like because beforehand I was saying to Lizzie, I was like, look, I don't know how long it would take us. I think we'll just be walking around it, and I was imagining it to be, I didn't really know what I knew we were doing a little run, but I didn't think it would actually be set up like runs I've done in the past.
Start or finish sort of thing.
I thought it was just
sorry, where was
I
it?
thought it was St James's Park.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it was around there. It was, but we had the closest station was Charing Cross. It was right by there. So I thought it was just going to be loads of people walking around this mile track around the park. But no, it was probably like through roads and stuff, all closed off, like, and it was done in small waves. So there were loads of people, but not all at once. So I'm saying to Lizzie, there's all these people. It might take us an hour just to slowly walk around. But no, it wasn't that packed. We had a small wave, and Indiana ran the whole thing. So
Well done, her.
She did it in just over 12 minutes.
Mate, that I can guarantee you now that is faster than I would do it.
Well, I had to do it because I had to keep up with her, and I haven't run in ages. But it was actually fine.
At what point did you roll your ankle, Greg? Was it like half a mile in, or
no injuries at all? No injuries at all. I actually got through the whole thing. I almost got run over by a paramedic on a bike, which is ironic. I literally ran, and the space cleared out a bit, and Indiana was running a little bit ahead of me, and I'm literally, there's no one around. I literally look down, look up, and all of a sudden there's a paramedic on a bike, literally inches away from me, and they looked just as surprised to see me as I was there. So I don't know how they got that close, about where they came from, how they got that. They were like, whoa, I had to go round me. Luckily, we both moved the right ways, because if we both gone the same way, we would have collided.
yeah? I mean, at least they weren't like as they were coming towards you, being like, "Oh my god, an injured person," and they're like, "Wait, what are you talking about?" Like, well, they
Actually
just
going
committed.
out, I'm so bored. Maybe I'll go injure people, then I can help them.
Yeah.
But that was all fine. That was like, Indiana was really happy to get a medal. That's all she wanted, and she got a medal. She was very happy. She did
Recognition,
really, really well.
man. That's all we're looking for in life. That's it.
Afterwards, we went to the Nando's that me and you went to that time.
Did you?
One. Yeah, right, and had lunch in there. Just because it was close by and didn't have a massive queue.
And how did she react to having a microphone shoved in her face for the rest of the time?
She would have loved that, actually. She would have loved that. Anyway, later on that day, we then spent the day in London, went to all the toy shops and what have you. And
Nice.
Indiana got a medal. I didn't, so I treated myself to X amount of Star Wars toys. And then we were heading home in the evening.
I like the concept of you getting in and being like, "Wait, just hear me out." Indiana got a
Lizzie
medal
was
and I
there.
got nothing.
Lizzie was there. They watched me buy them. That's fine. But on the way back, get back to Waterloo. I was like, right, I need the wee. And I don't know if you've been to Waterloo recently. The toilets are now in like that
hang on.
mini shopping centre.
I need to brace myself if this is another Greg toilet story.
Oh yeah, it's not a shitting story. It's not about me getting a toilet.
I have been to the downstairs toilet bit in Waterloo.
That's in like a shopping centre.
Oh,
The Shingdings it's called, or Shining, or Shingdings or something. So basically, you know where like the Eurostar used to be?
Yeah. Okay,
So the
yeah.
stairs that go down, that now leads into like a mini shopping centre. It's got like a Brewdog bar in there and stuff like that. A Fortons is in there. And that's where the toilets are now. So I went into there, and there was loads of fucking security, loads of them in the actual toilets, outside and inside.
Yeah.
And I get in, and there was literally a dude. Like, he must have been fucked, man. And like, he looked like he was like, didn't look homeless or anything. He looked quite smart. He actually looked quite nicely dressed. But he was stood at the urinal, dick out, just face against the wall, sound asleep. like up at the urinal, completely KO'd
great.
against the wall. Dick still out, and they're like, "Hey, sir. And eventually he's like, and they're like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "Oh, sorry, man. Like, oh, man, sorry, man." They're like, "Come on, go. What you doing?" And then they're banging on the cubicle door behind me going, "You've been in there an hour." And then that door opens. Some like guy, obviously in there's getting high, pokes his head out. "I'm sorry, man." And he goes to close the door again. They're like, no. And they keep it open. "You've been an hour. Come out. It was so manic. Like, so I had my piss.
I like that is obviously like a new toilet and it's already a fucking shit heap.
Yeah.
Like,
so it is brand new toilet, yeah. So I come out, I'm waiting outside. Lizzie, there was a massive queue for the ladies, so I'm waiting for Lizzie and Indiana to kind of get through that. Whereas I could have just strolled past and taken a shit.
Zing.
Queue for the ladies. Time to
Zinger.
shine, Greg.
Oh,
Excuse
sorry.
me.
Sorry, Lizzie. Just in a queue for the ladies that I need to cut in front. I don't care what it's for.
I swear Daddy just pushed past us and went into the toilets, Indiana.
Yeah, I don't care what
shitting.
I don't care what they're queuing for, but I will be shitting at the end of that queue, at the front of that queue.
No, I'm waiting outside the front, and there's this dad walks out out the toilet with his son. I don't know, his son maybe 18, and he's walking out, and he's like, "Right, come on." Pats his son on the back, and the son just goes, bleh, throws up all over the fucking floor.
Oh no!
Fucking just beer everywhere.
Mate, London is...
And the dad looks at it and just goes, "Back in the toilet," and they both turn around and go back in. And I said to the security guard who was all next to me, and I did say, that guy just threw up over the floor. And the security guard was like, "Oh yeah." And no one did anything about it. And people walking through it and slipping, no one fell over. I was like, "Fucking hell, man, this is rough."
Mate, London
is fucking
like,
rough.
You gotta admit, London's fucking grim. Like, London
Oh,
is
yeah, points. Yeah, I mean, fortunately for me,
shit.
I only needed a piss. I'd taken a shit in John Lewis earlier that day.
Well,
on
obviously,
Bond Street.
there was that Harry Styles sort of signing that you cut in front as well, and just pissed all over his desk as some sort of ode to him. Just because it was just a queue of girls, and you were just like, "I've got to get to the front of that queue." I'm sorry.
Gotta go front of that and take a shit. No, I'd already taken a shit in John Lewis that day, so it was all okay.
That's your like totally pointless superhero. Cutting cutting in line. Just that's your only but you successfully do it, and everyone's just like, "Ah!" And it's like, "Oh, sorry, you've been struck again by cutting in, man."
You've been struck by a shit criminal.
Shit criminal.
Shit criminal.
Shit
Just
criminal.
going around fucking pushing into queues and shitting.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm at the front of it. Once I get there, I am dropping trow.
No, there was no queue at John Lewis. That was fine. I was in and out.
It's a shame.
No,
You've got
I was
like an
in and out. I used the
accomplice.
boys as
You've
well.
got an accomplice who goes around forming or causing queues. He'll get to the front and cause like an issue, and it will cause a queue, and you'll be like, "I've got to get to the front of this one."
Man, I see a toilet without my ass on it. Man, that's a sad sight.
My ass has been on every toilet from here to Guernsey.
I've shit my way across the galaxy, boy. I can tell you that much.
Not a toilet I haven't sat on.
You line up my shit, so go to the moon and back twice over.
Name me a town. I'll name you every toilet I've sat on in that town.
You can follow Greg's Shitcapades on the Shitcapades app.
Yeah, that's his third.
Find out. You too can visit toilets Greg shit at.
It's his
I
third
remember
Instagram account.
When I worked in the digital marketing job, I remember one of the young guys working there. Sort of similar story. When I think I told it on there. When I went for a shit in the old toilets at Waterloo, and while I was shitting on there, I was sitting in there having a shit. I was like, I've got all seeing guy stickers in my bag. So I took one out, stuck it on the back of the door. Bear in mind, there were loads of toilets in there. Stuck it on the back of the door, and then the following week at work, the young guy was like, I was having a shit the other day in Waterloo, and there was an all-seeing guy sticker on the back of the door. I was like, that's so fucking weird, mate. I literally only put that there like 2 days ago.
You know what one of the best like toilet stickers or stickers in a toilet that I've ever seen was the one when we went to Shepherd's Bush to see the last podcast on the left live.
Yes.
And we went in the toilet, and someone in there, like I went in the stall because of my issues with peeing in front of other people, apparently, whilst sober. And I was in the stall, and I looked down at the the toilet lid was up, and on the underneath of the lid was a picture of Elton John with his shorts down taking a shit, and it just said Watford shits on Luton. Because he owns Watford fucking FC. So it was Elton John having a shit on Luton. It was so fucking weird. It was the weirdest sticker that someone paid money to have generated.
I'm going to stick these everywhere. This is fantastic. This will be talk of the town.
And I feel like I feel like it's a dying form. The toilet sticker.
The toilet stickers. Bring it back.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
I remember when I first got, one of the early days of iPhone world, I guess.
What do you mean, just like smartphones or like your
just
like
having
the
smartphones,
iPhone?
Yeah. I remember I installed an app called iPood, I think it was called.
the early days.
Yeah, and it was
when you could turn your phone into a beer and drink it.
Yeah. But it was like a forum sort of app, like a message app, where you basically just gave updates about your shits. Like somebody would be like, "Oh, that was like the Titanic; it split in half," and like somebody would just be comments like that about their shits. And I remember I started doing so, and then it got quite a few likes, and I was like, "This is quite fun. We're just talking about our shits of strangers." This is fantastic. And then it started, and then I remember all of a sudden there was like a girl was commenting, and she claimed to be like 12 or 13 years old. And then somebody else was like, be careful in here. No, somebody, I didn't react. Someone else commented saying, be careful, sweetie, there's a lot of weird people in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, am I a weird person? I suppose I am in the app talking about shits. But then I remember from that day on, it just got a bit weird in there. People started getting a bit shitty of each other, no pun intended.
No pun intended, yeah.
People started then like getting a bit sexual about it, and I remember after a few weeks, I was like, time to get out of here.
Yeah, I've
get out of here.
I've had my fun. That's all that matters.
It was fun at first, but I can see you going in a direction that I'm not really into.
That is the wonderful thing about online, is that just the purest things can just turn into an absolute shithouse. Again, no pun intended.
Yes, it did turn into a shithouse.
In a very, very small amount of time.
Yeah, really quick, actually. This was quick. I don't think I was actually in there that long, to be fair. Mm-hmm. I think maybe only a few weeks and I was out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? Money probably not well spent.
I swear it was called iPood. I could be wrong. But it was, the premise is great. Maybe I can come up with a similar style app.
I remember when our household first got the internet, which was a very exciting time because I went
toilet.
Came with it, Greg.
We just came with bags and sing them in the garden.
The foxes take it, not a problem. It was very exciting when we first got the internet because I'd been to a friend's house and he had the internet, and I was just
a piece of that internet.
Wow, you can just do anything on here. So we the first time we got it was just like, all right, we'll go and try the internet. Obviously, don't go looking at porn. I didn't. I withheld. I wasn't aware of what pornography was at the time, really. Or that it came in an online form. I did though. I just went onto Yahoo because it was Yahoo at the time. I think was or Ask Jeeves or whatever, and just typed in fart.
Right.
And the first thing that came back, obviously, fart.com. And fart.com was a place where people sent in their recorded farts for you that you could download for free and hear them.
Download.
I had to because I didn't have our computer was old as ass, and it was just you had to have a real player or whatever it was, and I was I don't know what that is, so I'm just going to just download this. It was and then you just hear this person's fart, and I was just like, I'm entertained by this.
I wonder who that person is.
Yeah. I didn't inquire. I was just all about the fart. I didn't care about the backstory.
I thought
what they
you were
did.
going to say you went straight onto farting on cakes.com. That's always a classic, isn't it? Farting on cakes.com.
What else? What else can I
Choose
find?
the lady, choose the cake. She'll send you a video of her farting on it. I think you could buy the cake as well if you were.
You know what I always like? You know, like there's the classic sort of stuff of the internet, sort of like it's not that it's unspoken, but there's just like certain things. It's like blue waffle. You type in blue waffle, you see something fucking horrific. Yeah. It's all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to meet the person that started Lemon Party.
Ooh.
I want to meet her. Just like why? So many questions. Why that image? Why the phrase lemon party? Why? Like, why did it's such a bizarre fucking thing. But I like it's like the urban legends of the internet.
Oh yeah.
Which don't really exist anymore because it's just like everyone is just everywhere on it.
So what's his name? What's his fucking name? Bo Burnham did a song called "Welcome to the Internet," and it basically sums up the internet incredibly well.
Yeah.
I've got the lyrics in front of me. There's a couple of lyrics. There's a couple of lyrics I wanted to visit on here. But he's got like, "Welcome to the internet. Put your cares aside. Here's a tip for straining pasta. He's a 9-year-old who died. We got movies and doctors and fantasy sports and a bunch of coloured pencils of all the different characters and Harry Potter fucking each other. Welcome to the internet." But this is the best bit. "See a man beheaded, get offended, see a shrink, show us pictures of your children, tell us everything you think, start a rumour, buy a broomer, or get sent a death threat by a boomer, or DM a girl on groomer, or do a guy on Zoomer, find a tumour, here's a healthy breakfast option, you should kill your mum, here's why women never fuck you." "Here's why women never fuck you. Here's how you can build a bomb. Which Power Ranger are you? Take this quirky quiz. Obama sent the immigrants to vaccinate your kids." It's so clever. It's so fucking funny.
It's good.
It's so funny. But he has a very poignant moment when it goes a bit slow and the piano goes a bit slower, and he talks about when the internet first appeared, and he sums it up so well. He says, "Not very long ago, just before your time, right before the towers fell, circa 99, this was catalogues, travel blogs, a chat room or two. We put our sights and spent our nights waiting for you." Then he goes on about how, you know, we gave kids iPads as kids, and now they've grown into the internet.
Yeah, no, but it's
true. Back in 9/11, it literally was travel blogs, chat room. Like, it was a very different place, the internet, then, wasn't it?
It's a very good point. I think like I mean, like pre 9/11, what could you think of being like the most like fucking shocking event that like from like all angles of the world? Like they were like what was
probably the Trade Center bombing was like a huge thing, right?
Or like Columbine.
Yeah.
I feel like Columbine
was before 9/11?
Yeah, that was 99.
Shit.
On my birthday as well. I think it was the 28th. I think.
I share my birthday with Columbine.
I share my birthday with Columbine.
That's nice, isn't it?
When did Columbine happen? I just have to know, Greg. I'm so sorry. Oh no, April 20th. It was 420. Sorry, that's why. That's why. For some reason, I find it amusing.
Oh, it's amusing, Jesus.
Yeah.
What was that? Elephant was the film, wasn't it? That Gus Van made about.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, me too. I like it in the sense it was a well-made film.
Yeah, I like it. Sort of. I like the whole sort of style of it. Feels like one long shot. Like, let's
and it would always show you the characters, the person's name, even if they're literally going to die seconds later. It still introduce you with their name coming up as a title card. So, let's see what Chris is up to. Oh, he's dead straight away.
Oh, that's a bullet in the face.
Just because just by finding out their name, you're instantly just like, oh shit, it's a bit of a shock when it happens.
Yeah,
you know. Fucking hell. I watched the film the other night. What did I watch? No.
Well done, Greg. Tick the box.
Yeah. The Jordan Peele one. I hadn't seen it. The UFO alien one. Nope. Yeah, it was good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was weird. I liked it.
Strangely enough, again, that is the obviously mentioning last episode that I mentioned it in the group chat. I did mention it on here. I was getting a load of Planet of the Apes clips.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What was that noise?
I kind of burped at the same time.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. I remember.
Oh, yes. I remember. Yeah.
I remember.
You sound like the old man Paul Whitehouse character in
I've been
Far
watching
Show.
Far Show. It's on iPlayer. I've been rinsing it. Me and
Hey,
Lizzie
dude,
every night.
you all right?
Rinsing it.
How you doing? Yeah, it's good.
You are, boy. Honest game of the world. No, yeah,
Honest
we've
game.
been rinsing Far Show. It's,
Oh, it's good,
I've been
man.
loving it.
It is good.
Now it's on iPlayer. I've been smashing through it. But yeah.
Well,
you,
no, I only bring it up because Planet of the Apes is all done now via TikTok. So I'm now getting Nope.
Oh, right.
I'm getting clips of Nope, and
That's weird.
what else was the other one? What is the other one? Oh yeah, fucking Green Street. The first Green, like, it's so weird. Nope and Green Street is the two that I'm getting at the moment. I was just like,
It's a random spectrum, isn't it?
yeah, it's an odd one. It's covering
It is an
the
odd one.
bases.
Should we go into a bit of Geezedrop in? Well, of course,
Sure.
we hear
Why the
snippets of a conversation heard by us. So you read them out of our context. What does it mean? What did you hear, Geezedrop in?
Geez.
Geezedrop. Having a listen.
Drop in. Now, we haven't got a huge amount, or I haven't got a huge amount of Geezedrop.
Speak for yourself, Greg.
I've got none that I personally heard. I've only got one sent in. So I have a couple sent in, and Joe's got some that people sent him, from what I
Yeah.
gather.
Yeah.
Thank you, glorious people.
Again, yes, as always, thank you for dropping us with your overheard little tidbits. Some absolute stonkers. Do you want to get us rolling, Greg? Or
Marin sent this one. She says in brackets, said with a San Francisco but also Hispanic teenage boy accent, as it's too much information.
yeah,
I
that's
haven't
no.
heard it
Don't
to
send me
start.
that. I'm not. That's gonna get. That's.
Yeah, I don't even know how to begin to that one. So I'm just
I
gonna
don't want to. I feel like that is a racial trap that I am not
I'm
going
just
to
going to
fall
go
for.
for my normal voice. But yeah, from Aaron. But I need like a mean nickname, man. But I need like a mean nickname, man.
Okay, so he's from San Francisco and he's slightly Hispanic
And a teenage boy.
and a teenage boy. Okay,
But he wants a mean nickname.
El Twinko. Lost.
What
No,
did you
see,
call
because
him?
that even
El
that feels
Twinko?
bad. El
Yeah.
Twinko, yeah.
Jesus. I say. And yeah, and then I've got a couple from Sam. I've got a couple of tram Geezedrops from Sam.
Oh yeah,
And a
he
couple
did
from
he?
Fran.
You got the one that you sent this morning?
Yes. Oh yeah, the one from was it this morning? I've got two he sent. I might have missed one from this morning.
Or was it yesterday morning or sometime?
Yeah. So
Okay,
I've got I'll do Sam's too, and then we can do yours. So I've got from Sam, heard on the tram. Sam, heard on the tram.
Yeah.
Have you been to Ireland? No. Lots of mackerel.
Is that historically accurate?
I don't know. Obviously, lots of mackerel. I
Lots
guess.
of mackerel. Is that the standout? That's you went to Ireland, a country known for its beautiful landscapes,
and mackerel.
and mackerel was what you came back with.
Another one from Sam here.
Got a feck load of mackerel in my back pocket.
Sam on the tram again. And of course, when I was in Oxford, I had to carry the cat.
What? Is that just the rules? It's
I don't
illegal.
know why, but you had to carry the cat.
Is this
And
like one of
course,
those
when in
like
Oxford-
ancient? This is like one of those ancient fucking English laws. It's if you own a cat in Oxford, you have to carry it if it's outside.
When in Oxford, you have to carry a cat. Oh, right, this is the one that he said this morning. He said he overheard some schoolgirls saying, "Headphone wires give me the ick."
Fucking mate, this ick culture fucking annoys.
'cause it's-
It's just an excuse for everyone to just hate like the tiniest fucking thing. I should love it because that's my entire personality.
Exactly. There you go. Ick. Oh, it's such an ick.
Fucking, I do also. He followed it up with a photo of himself with headphone wires in.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So this is actually the next day. Because we recorded a pretty good episode. It was pretty good. It was pretty fun. And then we realised afterwards that Joe's Zoom mic had run out of battery about 39 minutes in, and we recorded an hour episode. So the last 20 minutes, only has my audio, so that's not really going to work.
Just rest assured, we were hilarious.
Yeah, but just take our word for it.
Just take our word for it. We
hilarious.
were pretty fucking funny. We said we
Yeah.
can't reenact those things because that would be false to the
Yeah,
style
I
of
always
podcasting.
was like, let's just do the same story we did, but it's not going to be the same.
No.
I think I found a slightly better, weirder one, which might be good for influencing artwork anyway.
Oh, good. Excellent,
Yeah,
excellent.
so
I
should be okay.
Funnily enough, for this with an upcoming Geezedrop, unless it's already been said, which is the one about the ick.
Oh yeah,
I saw today.
we did that one already. I did
yeah,
that. Sam's
okay.
that one was in it. Yeah, the ick. Yeah.
I saw today a post about people saying like posting their icks, like their stupid icks, and you know what? Some of them were actually quite funny. She said one woman said the person I was seeing dropped 2p on the floor and then scurried around like a feral human trying to catch it. And
Yeah,
it was just
that's
like that gave me the, and I was like, that gives me the ick. I completely.
What are your icks, Joe? We interrupt Geezedrop in for icks.
Cheating on me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like,
Austin Powers impressions for me.
yeah. I just
People
need to. I
that
just sorry.
think
Just
it's acceptable to do Austin Powers impressions.
just need to
I don't get
rectify
it.
that I haven't been cheated on. But it's just a general fear. So yeah, let's. If I could avoid that, that's perfect.
He's scared I'm going to cheat on him, everyone.
Yeah. Don't you fucking dare! I'll gut him, mate. I'll fucking gut him.
I bet you would as well. Right, okay, so where
Don't try
where
and
are we?
fucking rain compliments on me like that. Trying to win me back.
So it's the next day. We're just going to re-record the end here. Joe was about to tell us his Geezedrops.
I was, yeah. I got so as I said, I got quite a few. I'm gonna do Luke's ones first. Luke,
Good old Geez Shagger.
yeah, good old Geez Shagger.
That Geez Shagger now just sounds like he just exclusively shags men.
not what we're not to the title or what the title means. Just
You know what, Luke? I know we go on about it a lot. It's still a work in progress. Finding out another word for Geezedropper shepherd, but I do like shagger being the term. For a shepherd.
Yeah.
It just obviously it's going to bring a lot of innuendo with it.
I said I did say to him that I might get him a plaque if he carries on providing.
Yeah,
Luke,
we've had Geezedrops and we've had Badger stories. So,
yeah,
you know.
as well. I mean, well in the lead. You know, no one
Yeah.
else turned up with a Badger story, so
Come on,
apart
Fran.
from come on, Fran, fucking hell. Get out there, find a badger. Mate, don't disturb. Just need to say, don't go disturbing badgers.
No, I have seen recently, last few days, another massive dead one in the road
Oh fuck.
that I had to really avoid running over, re-running over, I guess.
In my head, it just like when they run over, it just looks like a cushion on the ground. Like
Yeah, no, but big cushion.
Yeah, big old fucking cushion.
Not like a pillow, like an actual cushion you take off the sofa. Like an actual-
yeah.
it's big. They're big fuckers.
Luke sent this first one. He heard this at the bus stop just outside his flat. It just says, "When I fuck her, bro, it's a pump and dump."
Does that mean he only pumps the once and then
Just one
Climaxes?
a singular pump,
one pump and climax, or does he pump till he shits himself?
or it's one on the first thrust, just going, I'm breaking up
Thank
with
you.
you.
How was that for you?
It was just like, I'm breaking up with you on the first thrust.
Oh yeah, you're dumped.
Yeah, you're dumped.
God, what age is it in life when you stop referring to it as being dumped, or does that carry on?
That's a good point. Because it's a term that I definitely relate with more like teenage years.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
if Lizzie left me tomorrow, would I be like, "Oh, Lizzie dumped me"?
No, I'd
It
just
seems
be
a
like,
bit more
"What?"
extreme than that, doesn't it? When
Yeah.
you're like married and got a kid.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, she's
Even if you weren't married and had a kid, you were together for a long time. Oh, I was
she's
dumped.
left you, Greg. That's what's happened.
I'm
there.
39 years old and I was dumped.
I was dumped. It was like, is it because you referred to it as being dumped?
He kept doing Austin Powers impressions.
I definitely remember, like in my 20s, referring to it as breaking up or have broken
Yeah.
up. So yeah, dumped. I definitely remember being in school and witnessing my friend.
I actually remember the last time it was referred to as being dumped.
That's
And it
okay,
was
Greg. I was telling a story, but please.
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I definitely remember in like year 6 witnessing my friend get dumped by the girl he was supposedly seeing. He at the time
witnessed the dumping.
Now the witnessing is quite interesting because me and him were walking home. She shouted at him, and then he started running. So he ran. I didn't run because I didn't know what was going on. So she grabbed me by the collar for some reason, and then like slapped me around the head. And then just shouted, "You're dumped," at him, and then walked off. And I was just like, "This is heavy for year 6 on a Friday fucking afternoon."
Yeah.
But I think that's the last time I think I heard it called being dumped.
When I worked in Natterjack, so early 20s, I remember when I was seeing the Swedish girl, we broke up, and I remember my manager Andy was asking what was going on, and I was like, she wanted to call it off for a bit, and he was like, so she's dumped you, basically, she's dumped you. And I was like, oh wow, and that's literally the last time I remember it being referred to as dumped, and I was probably at that age. I started working there at 21, so I was probably about 22, maybe 23 at that time.
Yeah.
So she dumped you.
That's what you want to hear from like the
pump and dump.
The person above you, isn't it? Just a pump and dump.
Pump and dump.
When was the last time you heard sex referred to as pumping?
I don't think ever.
It's fucking weird.
I don't think I've ever referred to it as pumping.
Grim. Anyway, but yes, that was sent by Luke. He also sent me this from his night down the cocks at the weekend, and it just says, "I'll slap them around like a stepkid," which is already is a great fucking term.
Good.
He did confess that this was Jacko that said this, and they were talking about tits.
Right. I like that as well, though.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
You right there?
Yeah, I dropped my phone.
Cool. Okay. Sorry, just to carry on. You before I re-interrupted you, you said you were telling a story, but can you remember what it was?
What?
Oh, was you
the dumped story was what I had to say.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry, yeah.
You're saying it's the last time I remember being said I was dumped.
Right, got it. Yeah,
was by my manager at the time. So she's dumped you, basically.
Sorry, I did. Just wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity to tell your story as well.
No,
I
that was
clearly forgot that you'd already fucking told it.
Yes, only a minute ago. It's fine. Though.
Yeah. I got one here from Wayne. Wayne sent this in. It was a man.
Go on, Wayne.
Go on, Wayne. Go on, Wayne. Man talking to his dog. Should we go get a sausage?
Oh, lovely,
isn't it?
Lovely.
That's a loved dog.
And of course, we used to refer to our character dog as Steve.
Yes, Steve the dog.
Steve's always been the talking dog.
Steve
and I imagine he would be like, "Go get me a fucking sausage. I'll wait here."
Yeah. Oh, look.
Jesus.
Look, you barely make me wear a collar anymore. What's like? Just I can get my own fucking. Do you reckon as well they go to like
all this wee business? Just get the fucking sausage, yeah.
Where do you think they get the sausage from? Do you reckon it's like a sausage roll and he like takes the pastry off and just gives the sausage bit to the dog?
I imagine maybe just get some actual sausage. I don't know, maybe.
Because I like the idea that they go to the butchers and get a sausage from the butchers.
Maybe they do. Maybe
and he's just like, hello, Stephen. And he's like, fuck off. Like,
one Savoy for Steve, please.
Yeah, Steve on the Savoys again, is he?
Go on, Savoy. Oi, Savoy.
Yeah. I then So it's, that was thanks very much, Luke and Wayne, for sending those in. I got a couple myself as well.
Oh, Joe's been listeling.
I do.
I
had a little listen a couple of days ago, and I heard I was crossing over the road, just getting out of Kingston Station. Group of lads just walking down, having a general chat.
Yeah.
And then one of them just goes, "Nah, but I can fight when I want to."
Quite like me, Dad.
Yeah. Oh yes, the Bewitched. They weren't bewitched.
They weren't bewitched. That pops in my head quite often.
Fight like me, Dad.
Bewitched song.
Yeah.
Fight like me, Dad.
Fight like me, Dad. What do you like?
What do you like?
I then this was a different day actually, but I heard I was walking down Old London Road, two guys coming towards me. They were talking or referring to one of them.
God, they didn't pump and dump you, did they?
They didn't pump. No, not in the street, Greg. Fucking hell, I'm not a monster. They approached me. They were
approached.
I could pick up their conversation, and they were referring to the man's tan.
Man's
tan. One of them was saying that the other one was quite having a bit of an orange day, and the guy responded by saying, "To be fair, I did white up for today."
Oh.
So yes, he had
How does one white up? I wonder.
It's the reverse
on a pair of Crocs.
The reverse minstrel. So that's it. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
I have a couple of Geezedrops, and I think these are from Fran. And I believe these. I don't know if both of these from Jacko. The first one's definitely Jacko. Jacko. Talking about a pair of ladies' PVC trousers. I'm gonna peel her out of them like a black banana. Now I imagine
that's
peeling
got
a black
Jacko written all
banana
over
to be quite a mushy.
Yeah, it's
Not an easy peel.
No, I can't even touch a ripe banana, let
Quite
alone a
messy.
fucking
I think
bruised
it'd been
one.
quite a messy ordeal peeling a black banana.
Yeah, I think that would be. It's,
But maybe that's what he means, though. Maybe he means it'd be quite a messy ordeal.
maybe he likes the mess.
Maybe he likes the mess. He
The
likes
concept-
the PVC mess.
The concept of the mess.
The mesh. The mesh mess.
The mesh mess. Yes, the concept of mess is pleasing to one.
And the next ski shot, which, as we stated before, is very much a Joe line, is the I can hardly pleasure myself, let alone two women.
I've said that multiple times.
Maybe that's where the geese shop came from.
When I've been asked,
Maybe Fran started geese shopping us from previous podcast episodes.
could be. She's just like, I heard this somewhere.
See if we noticed.
Yeah, no. In the concept of a threesome that involved two women, it's my fucking nightmare. It's stressful. That's a stressful situation. Why would I put myself in that?
Yes, why would you put yourself in
I'd
that
just be like,
situation?
you know what? I'm just gonna sit over there.
I'll be over here if you need me.
I'll be over here if you need me. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have a wank.
If you require,
I don't want to let anyone down apart from myself, so I'm just gonna have a wank.
I would like if you require something phallic, may I suggest a cucumber?
I suggest
may I suggest a black banana?
May I suggest a mushy black banana? I always remember a security guard when I worked at Summerfield. He used to tell me that he used to put a banana in his wife's vag and eat it out.
Damn, fucking all right. All right. I don't know what you want me to do with that information, but
No, I mean to be fair, it was weird information to be told. And
I mean, there's
little did he know that his wife was really forcing herself on me at any chance she got. And I was like, I don't
don't
know
like
what it was.
bananas.
Early 20s, maybe late teens. I was working at Summerfield,
Yeah.
so probably in teens.
Fucking.
And yeah, she would oh my God, it was like, she would follow me around, try and snog me in the kitchen of his house when he was in the other room. It was very kids and
That
stuff.
would
It was weird,
freak
man.
me out, man. That would
They both
freak
put
me out.
They both put a porn on when I was there once. Which
I was
going
to say this scenario is very porny, Greg, but it doesn't.
They put a porn on. I remember it's called Flying Fists or something. Flying Fists of Fuck, I want to say, but it probably wasn't called that. But it definitely was something about fists.
That's great. That's fucking great. That's
Yeah.
They didn't even tread lightly. They just went full in with like a fisting.
No, as soon as I got there, it was already on. And they were like, sit down. And I was like, oh,
Take a
okay.
seat. Weird. Why were you there, Greg?
I used to hang out with the guy. I was quite good friends with him, but it was just weird that I stopped after a while because his wife was freaking me out.
Fair.
She would follow me round. She wasn't, I don't want to sound horrible, but she wasn't,
Your type.
yeah.
Let's just say that. Let's just say that.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
She wasn't your type. I just fucking saved your ass there, mate.
Yeah, she wasn't and hopefully they don't listen because I'm sure this alone would not damage the marriage somehow.
Well, I mean, mate, for all you know, it could have been like a thing they had going. Like,
Mate, she would come to the shop when I was working, stand by my till all day and pack people shopping for them.
oh,
just
that
talking
would
to me.
freak me out, man.
Yeah, right. And basically, I remember I told you the other day about wanting to wanting to fuck you, and I was like, oh yeah. She's like, what do you reckon? I'd be like,
What do you reckon? You haven't answered yet. I was like,
no.
That's fucking. That's an intense situation for like a teen person.
It was pretty intense.
Like, I'm not saying you were under the age of teen, but
I wasn't under the age.
In fact, in any age under 35, that's a fucking terrifying situation to be in.
Yeah, it was bizarre times. Sometimes I still see her because I think she still works for Surburn.
Still,
But I don't know if she recognises me. Maybe I should stop talking about this.
I can honestly.
No pump and dumping was happening there. I tell you, I assure you.
I've never had someone's wife approach me. That's weird.
Yeah, that's the only time it's happened.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm not saying it's like a fucking monthly occurrence for you, Greg, and you've just been...
No, it's not a regular occurrence, no. That's the one time that's kind of
once in a lifetime!
Stuck with me. Yeah, looking back, maybe I just should have done it. What an experience it would have been, eh? What a story.
What
eh?
a wild ride.
What a
That
wild
would have been
ride
some
that would have
artwork.
been. I'm sure he would have found that and kicked my ass. Anyway. Fucking son of a bitch. So is that the Geezedrops?
That is everything.
So we talked about a story yesterday.
Did you have more, or was it just those?
No,
ones
no,
you
that
had?
was it. We would have done my ones were already in the previous recording.
Ah, yes, of course.
So in the original episode, we talked about a story about an unusual death where a man in India, an 82-year-old man, was urinating on the train tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what you do. And we thought his unusual death would have been being electrocuted or hit by a train. But no, instead he was hit by a cow that was hit by a train 100 feet away and flung into the air and landed on him and killed him.
That is unreal.
So I still feel it needs to be mentioned because that's insane.
I've just remembered as well. I was on Reddit the other day, and I'm subscribed to one subreddit which is like it's just called crazy fucking videos, and every now and again it's a little bit too crazy.
Yeah.
And the one that was the other day was literally a man standing near a train tracks and getting hit by a train.
Oh,
was
I saw
fucking
one.
It's
Sent
like
to me.
when you die in Grand Theft Auto, that is exactly what happens when you get hit by a train. Like
I got sent a video from Reddit a while back. You probably saw it. It's quite a famous one where there was the guy, I think it was in India. He got on the roof of the train and then he hit the fucking cable above it. And just, oh my God, it's such a horrible video. He just literally instantly turns to like black charcoal on fire. And the way he falls, it's like he folds into 3 parts. Oh, it's fucking horrible.
it's so awful.
Really fucking, it haunts me a little bit actually. It still sticks with me.
Being on fire is.
Yeah, I don't want to be on fire.
I don't want to be on fire, Greg. Like
No,
I've been partially on fire,
Yes.
but it
Balls
was
have been on
maintainable.
fire.
It was contained. It was like
Yeah. It was contained on bollock fires. A
I
whole
wasn't
different thing.
I wasn't like dying in an inferno.
No, I don't want to be set on fire. I don't recommend anyone try that
No, awful.
unless you're a trained stuntman or woman.
Sure. Oh,
dog.
well played, Greg. Nicely done there, sir.
Yes, thank you. So I thought we'd wrap up with a slightly different story this time. This one is more better with a video, but we can do without. I'm seeing the video and it's freaking me out, if I'm being honest. Depane, I think it's called Depane, or maybe Depan, in Belgium. The Belgium coastal town of Depane organised the 3rd European Seagull Screeching Championship. Where a jury crowned the best imitation of the bird's distinctive shriek.
That is fucking awful.
Around 50 participants took part in the contest, including first-timers and returning participants. Each was judged by a professional jury, which was awarded 15 points on how well they imitated the seagull sound and 5 points for their behaviour. Participating for the first time, Jarmo, a 21-year-old architect student from Eindhoven in the Netherlands, won the crown for best seagull sound. That rhymes. Won the crown for best seagull sound. Wow, I wonder if the video will play any of the audio. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
If
God, it looks packed in the.
Yeah, Greg, it's a bizarre event. You're gonna go
venue. Right, lots of pictures of seagulls. I want to hear people doing the impressions, please. Show me the impressions of seagulls. I'm trying to think what a seagull sound would even sound like before I even.
It's
There's like people dressed up as seagulls.
of course there are.
Like.
So I started practicing, and my friend said, "Oh, that's so nice. Why don't you?" And then they sent me these links of this championship, and then I thought, why not?
Wait.
This is so much fun. So yeah.
Wait.
I think I did the contest like 4 years ago for the first time, 2019.
That is a seagull.
Yes,
That is a
behind the
fucking
podium
seagull. I
back
don't
then.
care.
So, I actually came in with the plan to get the podium, and actually did it.
That is, mate.
My
That's a fucking
God.
seagull. I don't care.
My God.
I think that it should be investigated to make sure that the winner wasn't actually a seagull disguised as a human. I think somehow that needs to be questioned.
Oh my God. Seagulls are often despised by the public because of their intrusive behaviour, and the contest also aims at changing their image. we thought, why not get more sympathy for those seagulls? Because they are part of the coast. And there is no coast without seagulls, Jan says, president of the jury and head of communications of the Flanders Marine Institute. Wow, they got some big names on the jury for this.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's an actual legit in Belgium seagull imitation championship. I don't even know what a seagull. I'm going to quickly do seagull sound.
Nah, you're all right.
No, I want to know. No, I'm not going to do one. I want to hear what it sounds like. I want to hear what it is they're trying to imitate.
I like the girl they interviewed in that video. She said that she was practicing.
I expected it to be more like a or something.
I found that to be quite serene. That was good.
Yeah, that was quite nice.
The
wasn't
waves,
it?
that was nice.
Yeah, nice bit. It reminded me of our old Dice Roller song, the beginning of Knocking on the Sky.
Yeah, it's good. I can't even remember how that fucking starts now.
It started with from the film.
No. Your first lines in it. Can't remember them.
Oh, I can't remember my first line from it either.
Not a chance.
No, I can't remember it. I feel like if you told me the first line, I reckon I'd be able to carry on for a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't remember the first line.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
I do like in that video, as I said, the girl being interviewed. She said she was practicing, and then her friends told her about the competition.
Yeah, then
so she was doing that before she realised there was any kind of sort of like contest.
Exactly. It's like you sipped into this accidental gift that you have.
Oh yes,
Brumhilda,
you
really
sound so much like a
seagull
seagull. It's fantastic.
Oh, I'm going to take you home, do a nice big pump and dump and make you cry like a seagull.
Well, that's the fucking episode title.
The seagulls cry.
That is that's an episode title if I ever heard one.
I can't remember what I even said. I'll take you home for a pump and dump.
Take you home for a pump and dump. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds like an Arctic Monkeys fucking song title.
Yeah.
But like
pump and dump sounds like a dance, doesn't it? Everyone do the pump and dump.
Yeah, like a late 80s, early 90s.
You're just the old classic, gyrating your hips between your fists. Pump, pump. And then when you dump, you lift them up and pull down like you're pushing shit out. Pump.
I mean,
pump,
obviously,
dump,
I do like that we've sort of
could be a dance move.
We've done a slight U-turn back to the old pump and dump here, and I'm quite glad because it does make me think as well. Like there is actually, obviously, that's a very specific thing for like phrase for ejaculating, because it also then requires you to get rid of the person afterwards. But like just in general for like ejaculating, there's a lot of fun. Like there's a lot of good phrases. I always like.
There's a lot of fun in ejaculating.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun in ejaculating. I don't know if you've tried it out there, but I do recommend that everyone.
Just give it a go.
Just come.
Give it a come.
Right now.
Come and go.
Right now. Just
pump and dump.
Whilst you're listening to this last however minutes of it, just start wanking. Just tell us.
And
just
why not?
tell us. Tell us it doesn't feel great.
Let's all pump and dump together. Come on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Pump and dump. Brilliant. That was quick. That's how effective I am.
I'm still going, Greg.
Scrambled eggs all over my face.
Oh, that'll do it. I like your cat's head just popped up out of nowhere then.
Hello, Milo. You all right there, mate?
He's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I forgot Milo was behind me.
My human's been acting really weird lately.
Yeah, hello, mate. I forgot Milo was behind me.
Nice.
He's been out all day, bless him.
Well, mate.
He started using the little house in the garden he has now, so he actually knows to sit in there when we're not home.
Oh, good.
Which is good.
Good stuff.
Good boy, Milo. Good boy. Mummy and Indiana will be home soon.
You got a favourite phrase for ejaculating, Greg? Like a fun phrase?
Not really. God, now I'm on the spot. No, I'm trying to.
Well, whilst you have a little think, my favourite is actually taken from I think it was like the Christmas special of the UK Office.
Right.
And one of the people, like, there's a woman that's pregnant and she's asking someone not to smoke near her, and he's just like, well, it's not my fault. Someone dumped their spuds in you, and now you're fucking up the duff. Like, I was just like, dump your spuds.
Dump your spuds.
That's fucking great.
I know you were saying, was that The Office you were saying? Very different, but me and Lizzie have been caning. I might have said this on the podcast. I can't remember if I said this on the podcast. Like, we've been caning the Far Show recently.
You did, yeah. You said
it's been on,
you said at
been
the
on,
start, yeah.
Very fucking funny.
Oh, mate,
dated,
great.
fucking dated, but hilarious.
Yeah, no, but it's like it. I mean, it's always one of those things that it was all about.
Not
sort
dated as in like rude and racist. Just some of the references are really.
Yeah. It's
dated.
very, very sort of late 90s.
They refer to a lot of people who you're like, no one will know who that was now.
Yeah, fucking not a clue.
But it is fucking very, very funny.
Who were some of your favourite Far Show?
You know what? One of them is one that's not even he's not in it that much. This
No.
character, because there's not much you can do with this character. But me and Lizzie were cracking up, and it's when the police officer pulls him over, and he's like, "You're the driver of this car, sir." "No." "But you are in the driver's seat, sir." "No, I'm not." "Oh, going to be like that now, is it, sir?" "No, it isn't." And he's just like, "Right, can you step out the car, please?" "No, I will not be stepping out of the car." Like, just all the way through. Oh,
Yeah.
so funny. Just everything the officer says to him, he's like, "No, no, it isn't." "Oh, you playing? Oh, you think this is a game, do you?" "Said, no, I don't."
As much as I dislike Carolina Hearn, she is one of the ones that I do like is when she's the checkout girl and she comments about everything going through, and it's like one of them. She's just like picks something up. She's just like, "Oh yeah, it gives my dad the shits." That like it just fucking keeps on sliding it. So good. And of course, Dave Angel. Dave Angel was always a random one.
So good. Moonlight shining.
Just that's it. That's all it was. Me and this. I just remember me and
the
this
turn
guy.
around.
The fucking multi angle rotation to the point like.
And he even though he's an annoying character, he obviously plays the dickhead dad.
The dickhead, the fucking god.
And he's having a go at his
The
kids
competitive
about something,
dad.
and he's like, "I'll sue you." And the wife's like, "Oh, Daddy's joking. He's not really going to sue you."
Yeah.
"No, well, actually, I'm just going to give my give my lawyer a quick call now just to be sure and see what he can do about suing family." And actually calls him. Like, it's so funny.
Great show, man. Great
Such a
show.
yeah, it is good. Really funny. I've really like enjoying rewatching. And it's fucking.
Even some of
funny.
the early Ted the gardener and the fucking.
Oh my god!
Posh
Yeah,
guy.
man.
The early
Really
ones
good.
of those are just
Really
so
good. Really
it's so
good.
funny. The whole concept of him like being in love with this old
And
Irish
that's what you think
gardener.
it is, because you're not sure whether he thinks it's his dad or whether he loves him or not.
Yeah.
Like.
Hello, Ted. And he's always, as soon as he hears, he's sometimes Ted's a bit animated, but then
Yeah,
as soon as
Ted
he hears
just
that guy's
stops.
voice, he just stops.
He just stops and just stands still, doesn't he?
Oh god, it's so
I
good.
don't know about that, sir.
And
I
of
wouldn't
course,
know about that, sir.
the car salesman as well,
Swiss Tony.
fucking Swiss Tony,
I'm
amazing.
making love to a beautiful woman. And then everything he says is a bit of a stretch after that, isn't it? Trying to make it sound like he's making love to a beautiful woman.
It's so funny.
I might have to go watch some more of that. Although I think I'm 2 episodes behind Ted Lasso this evening, so I need to get on that.
Oh, is that the new season? Is it?
Yeah.
What do you
season,
think so far?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. The first episode, I was like, it doesn't seem to be. Well, by episode 2, it was back to.
Yeah. There was, there was
back
obviously
to it.
some like changes and stuff like that. I did like all the stuff with the reporter as soon as he comes in. Because he's writing the
they'll
book,
stop talking.
and they just
yeah.
don't fucking trust him.
I've really enjoyed it. It's good. I
Yeah.
really enjoy it. I think there's such a well written show, such good fucking characters.
And you know what, as well, like as much as it is like a show about football, it's
Not really about football. Yeah.
It's not massively. Yeah, there is like they obviously do show them playing games, and it's
Yeah,
important.
the whole
but it's
episode was
only
about
like
them playing West Ham, weren't it?
yeah, only. I mean, it's only really there if it's important to the fucking plot. Like you
It
know
would
what I
be
mean?
nice to see them win a game, though.
But yeah, it's a very underdogish. Like
They never win.
yeah, it's just like maybe you should concentrate more on the football.
And this is the last series, right? So I want there to be a win.
It's there. They have been like there's no like any time that I've seen interviews in like the build up to the premiere of the new season, they were just like, and this is going to be the last. This is the last season of Ted Lasso, and they've just been like. No one is doing just like this is the last. I'm afraid this wraps it all up. But then again, I guess like maybe they're saying that so that people aren't.
It's a very well written show, very well acted. I like the fact it's in Richmond.
Great characters.
I like the fact it's about football. The characters are fantastic. Every character's even like because there's so when you think about it, there are a lot. There's a whole team.
Yeah.
But you only really see the same few. But even them, they get a lot of lines, and it's very well.
Yeah.
Good to manage an ensemble cast.
Yeah.
And it does have those proper moments that just really get you, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like when it, a lot of mental health commentary and stuff, and that really does. Like,
Even I remember in the what was it I think it was the second season when he starts having panic attacks.
the first season, he first gets them, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
but it's
when
the
his
one
wife's
where they're
single,
out
isn't it?
when they're out doing karaoke, and
That's
it's
the
like
first series, I think.
all I
yeah.
remember hearing is that everyone saying like it is the one of the best depictions of a panic attack
Yeah.
on like in anything
That you
like
take
film.
it seriously.
Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
and that's
Done-
that's impressive. Like that's really good, and it is. Yeah, it's heartfelt, and you give a like you want you just cheer on everyone in it.
Yeah.
that you're fucking supposed to. Like
There's a great bit with spoilers. I don't want to ruin too much for people because it is quite a new series, but it's established in the first episode that Roy Kent and what's the name have broken up.
yes,
And there's a really tough, like when Roy Kent's walking down the corridor and Keely's walking towards him with her friend, and she doesn't notice him walking towards her, and she walks straight past him, and he stops, and he looks back and realizes, fuck man, she didn't even see me.
yeah.
And it's a really I get that moment, man. I can
Yeah.
see it in his face, and I get it, and I'm like, fuck. Damn, it's such a small little moment, but it really stood out to me. Like, oh man, nice little touch there.
No, it's good, and it's I like that it's not like a fucking 6-episode season as well. It's like a fucking at least 12 episodes, so they can
It's
actually
good, yeah.
actually
they're quite. I
fucking
always
do some
think,
storytelling.
I always skip for some reason. I always go to watch it, and I always think it's like 20 minutes long, but they're like an hour.
Yeah,
So I'm 2 episodes behind. I'm looking forward to the next one because the next one I read is about the team going to Amsterdam.
yeah.
I haven't seen the episode yet, but the description of it seems fun.
I saw the 3, but I don't have Apple TV or anything, so I've just been trying to find fucking links or whatever.
Okay.
I have seen, obviously there's fucking clips every fucking week on TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
Still enjoying the Gangs of New York as well.
Excellent.
That's taken over from Planet of the Apes.
Good.
I'm getting up to the finale now, so it's quite good.
Ooh. So by the time you're done, be ready for the next reboot.
I
comes
should,
out.
yeah. But no, it's what's not to? It's just a fucking fun show, isn't it? And
Just
it's
a
like,
fun
you know,
show.
like there was like, there's obvious dickheads and nasty people in it that are, not so nasty and dickheadish anymore because they're like seen the good of the Richmond Club
Exactly,
and Ted Lasso
yeah.
and.
Exactly.
You still fucking hate Rebecca's ex-husband because he is just a cock through and through.
I only realised the other day his name's Rupert in it. It's the same as Buffy.
Yeah.
Rupert Giles. I can't believe I only just clocked. I knew he was Rupert, but only the other day I was like, fucking hell,
That's funny.
same name as Buffy.
That's funny.
I wonder if that was intentional.
Maybe. Who knows?
Probably.
I even the absolute fucking vitriol and hate for Nate at the end of season
but
2.
They made him a little bit nicer now.
That's it.
haven't they?
Immediately, you see, they gave a glimpse of what he's going through, and everyone all of a sudden was just like,
Yeah.
"Ooh."
Exactly.
Like,
when they point out he didn't shake Ted's hand and he's like, "Didn't I?" And he really panics and goes to look for him and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
You're just like, "Oh man, come on, Nate, hold it together, mate."
Yeah. It's it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a really good another 6 episodes or how many is like.
I think so.
It's gonna be.
I'm ready
It's gonna
for
be
it.
good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, because all my shows are finished now. Mandalorian's finished. Picard's finished. I'm just like, fucking hell, man.
I was
my
me and
geeky sci-fi shows are finished.
Becca was watching that Yellowjackets. I don't know if you've heard about that.
Yeah, I watched the first. I did watch about 3 or 4 episodes of it, and I don't really know why I stopped, but I just did. I just kind of slowly.
It
slowly just teetered off, and I just kind of stopped watching it. I think because I was having to, like you were, follow links to get it. But now it's on Now TV. I can just watch it.
Oh no, I watched it at Becca's. She had it on Sky or whatever it was.
Yeah. So before I was just trying to find
right.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah.
But now I've got Now TV. It's all on there, so I might revisit it. But I did watch about 4 or 5 episodes, and I did quite like it. But then it just slowly.
I thought it was again like the first episode. Obviously a lot happens in it. If you haven't seen it or heard about it, it's the present day lives of a bunch of girls on a soccer team that were in a plane crash, and they were.
Lord of the Flying it up on an
Oh,
island.
mate!
somewhere.
Immediately I saw it. I was just like, "This is Lord of the fucking Flies, man."
Yeah, sure.
But they basically, they're in like this fucking vast woodland for like 19 months, which was fucking mad. To like, I was
Yeah.
like, 19? How the fuck you fucking stay out there for 19 months?
Yeah, season 2's just come out, hasn't it?
That's it.
Christina
Yeah,
Ricci was great in it. Whole
she's
cast was great in it.
so fucking good in it. Like,
Oh, Milo, what are you doing? Sorry. Milo's
Well, hello
just jumped
there.
up. Oi, Sorry, Milo just pushed the mic away from my head.
A slight special guest here.
What are you doing?
I realise now why cats do this as well. It's because your attention is on a screen for like such an element of time.
Milo
just like,
does
well,
get.
this
I have
is
a
fucking
feeling that
bullshit.
his previous owner, bearing in mind Milo was like a rescue, like a stray cat. I have a feeling that his previous owner just ignored him because he gets very jealous when you look at your phone.
Ah, I see.
Like if me and Lizzie are on the sofa looking at our phones, he's like straight facing between us. Right, I'm just gonna let Milo at the door because he can hear Indiana and Lizzie at home.
Okay, that's all right. I'll continue to fill in people about Yellowjackets. So there's these girls all die. Like they don't die, some die. They are on a plane crash and they're in the they're in the woods, but they don't get found for 19 months, which is mad. So it follows the events of the crash, but also their present day lives where things are going on and what they're up to and stuff like that. It's a Juliette Lewis is in it.
Oh yeah, Juliette Lewis is in it. Yeah, of course. I was trying to remember because she was in another show I watched recently.
She's
about the
popped back up
Chippendales.
again, isn't she?
She was
Oh,
in
yeah,
the.
yeah.
They did that show about the Chippendales with that the Indian comedian guy in it.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good show. It was fucking dark about the guy that founded Chippendales. Fucking murder, all this shit going on in it. It was good.
It was good.
It was good, yeah. But yeah, she was in that as well. She was really good in it.
Yeah. No, she's
really good in
she's
it.
good in this as well, and
Yeah.
it's a there's the I can't remember.
She's
her
still
name.
in Scientology, or is she out of that now?
Don't know. She doesn't look like she's in Scientology. Let me tell you that much.
Well, she never looked like it, but she was, though, wasn't she?
Was she?
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
was. I swear she was. I
But then
swear
it's
she
like
Scientology.
was like Scientology just like Kabbalah? Do you remember like Kabbalah was like that
Oh yeah.
weird little like red wristband?
Yeah. Oh, I can hear Indiana crying outside the room. Not sure why.
Okay. Do you
Something's
want to? Should we wrap this?
Yes,
this
I
up
feel we've
tightly?
reached the end of the episode. All right, guys. You know what? You actually got a slightly longer episode than we originally recorded yesterday. So congratulations.
I managed to weave us off in a few directions at the end.
Yes,
here.
there was some weaving. Some weaving was done.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone. Also, I'm going to make the same sign-off joke I made yesterday, assuming that was in an earlier part of the podcast we recorded. If it wasn't, it's not going to make any sense because I really don't know.
it wasn't because it was piss shards, and that was in the plane. We were talking about plane piss shards.
Oh yeah, we talked about frozen piss, didn't we? Falling out of planes.
Yeah.
Did
And that
we?
was the end of the show.
No, but it came because I was telling a story about me going to breakfast with Lizzie's parents, and me and Tor had coffees there with milk.
You had
and we
the
both.
shits.
I had a flat white, and he had the hot chocolate.
Flat
And we
white
just
and
rushed home
hot
to shit,
chocolate.
and it just sounded like a detective duo, didn't it? Flat
Yeah.
white and hot chocolate.
Well,
I'm still doing it. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Another episode. I've been Greg Flat White Armstrong.
and I've been Joe Hot Chocolate Jackson. Sorry, I thought we were going in the piss shard direction.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.